Last but not least, we have Captain America. Now, Captain America, you probably want me to throw him into one house and be like, yeah, that's him. And granted, that is him, but I'll say there's one house that he is more, and I'll say Captain America. What's good, everybody? It's the world's coolest nerd, and I'm back with another video. This video is another video that I want to be a staple on the channel. This one is something that I haven't remade. This is one of the video ideas that before I started the channel I wanted to do multiple episodes of. So this is episode or part 1 of sorting characters into Hogwarts houses. Now, when we're first starting this, we're gonna do the original 6 Avengers. So we got Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hawk, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man. And we're gonna be sorting them either into Hogwarts. And we're gonna be sorting them into either Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, or Gryffindor. Now, disclaimer. I might say it in other videos, but if not, I'm saying it in this first one. We're taking out the account that Slytherin wants purebloods. We're just assuming everyone on this list, if was in the Wizarding World, would be pureblood. But before we get into this, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get it. First, we're gonna start with Hawkeye, because we, at the time of recording this, I literally just watched episode 5, and we're about to finish his show. But we got Clinton Barton, and you could argue one house, but I'm gonna go with Gryffindor. Now, one could say Slytherin, but that's not the one I was thinking of. But the one that you could argue is Hufflepuff later down the line. You can see with how he acts in the show that he could be considered Hufflepuff. And his family values and his relationship with his team. You can see when he came back out of retirement within Civil War. You could see how after he went down his dark path as Ronin, how Nat brought him back, and then he went to continue fighting with the Avengers. And then even after retiring again, he goes back in his show that even though it's his Ronin costume, he goes and defends Kate and protects her and looks after her. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but what I did know, spoiler alert, is they just dropped that little Kingpin little tidbit. But yeah, but I'll say Gryffindor. That's those are ways you could say Hufflepuff, but I'll say Gryffindor because Hawkeye is one of the original 6. He's one of the most determined. And bro, you're going against, like, on your team you got gods and big raging monsters and super soldiers and geniuses with incredible tech, and don't get me wrong, you're a great fighter, but you're just human. So with that being said, I'll say Hawkeye is a Gryffindor, but you could argue Hufflepuff later on down the line. I don't know, he could be Hufflepuff then, but I'll say later down the line. Next, we got Black Widow. We got the other human of the 6. If you were to sort her at different points, she'll be different houses. At first, she'll be Slytherin all the way until the end of Age of Ultron. So from last scene of Age of Ultron forward, I'm sorry, Age of Ultron before, she's Slytherin. Then after that, I'll say she's Hufflepuff. The reason, like, she has a very dark past. That's why I say she was Slytherin. And very cunning and ambitious in her past. Even during like when she was introduced in Iron Man, or during Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron. The reason I say Age of Ultron, like, she was talking about her dark past and she was coming out of that But you know, she's still using her feelings for the Hawk, Bruce Banner, to check out, and I can't get a text back videos, but to calm him down. But I'll say Hufflepuff later on because she basically was loyal to the end. Like, from her switch in Civil War to all she was fighting for in Infinity War to her sacrifice in Endgame. Next, we got Bruce Banner / the Hawk. Now, this one, I would say, will be a hat stall. I feel like this one will be one that will kind of just be thinking for a minute, because he has qualities of all of them and he has qualities of none of them at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, he might have a singular quality for one, and then the rest of them is just like, nah, he not really like. But I didn't want to say this one because it was kind of like, well, of course you'll put those type of characters in that house, but I'll say he's a Ravenclaw. Just because it's very hard to put him in any other house. Like, I'll say he has qualities for all of them, and not many qualities for all of them at the same time, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to put him in Ravenclaw. Next, we got Thor. Thor was another tricky one, but I'll say Gryffindor. Because I feel he's always been determined and proud, but the thing about him is, you could say he's a Slytherin at one point, you could say he's a Hufflepuff at one point. Like, you could say he could started as a Slytherin, then went to Hufflepuff, like towards, like, you know, Infinity War and Ragnarok, and mostly Hufflepuff when it came to Loki. But well, basically his family and his people. But always down inside, when he had those little Hufflepuff and Slytherin moments, at the end of the day, he was still a Gryffindor. Next, we got Iron Man, which is, he's not really a tricky one. Sort of say he's kind of one that's, you have to look at different times. Now, bro, didn't you just pass? Well, I don't know if y'all can still hear that, but I'm not about to sit there and wait all this time for that. I didn't really care for Iron Man, but what I do like is that his character really did have an arc, because he went through, at different times, he could be a different house. Now, when he first starts, I'll say he's a Slytherin. Like, it is what it is. Not even the cave brought him out of being Slytherin. After Iron Man 2, until Infinity War, I'll say he's a Ravenclaw. And then between the time skip until his last moment and his sacrifice and Endgame, I'll say he's a Hufflepuff. When it came to Spider-Man, when it came to Spider-Man and Pepper, then to his family, and then to saving the universe. Last but not least, we have Captain America. Now, Captain America, you probably want me to throw him into one house and be like, yeah, that's him. And granted, that is him. But, and it hurts me for me to say this, but I'll say there's one house that he is more. Now, the reason, if you've seen my getting sorted in the Hogwarts house video, you know that I'm okay with every single house except for one. It's not really that I have a problem with you. It's just kind of like, you're irrelevant. And I'll say Captain America is Hufflepuff. I got so many Hufflepuffs disliking every single video. But that doesn't mean, like I said, it doesn't mean I don't like you. But you could argue that Captain America is a Gryffindor. And that's the house people probably want me to throw him in. But I'll say he's more of a Hufflepuff than Gryffindor. I'll say he's more humble and loyal than brave and determined. Now, he is brave and determined, Like we seen that in Endgame, but I'll say that's more of a humble, loyal thing for him. But like he's always been loyal and stayed true, and like throughout his whole entire journey, stayed loyal and true. But I'ma just have to say that he's a Hufflepuff. And like I say many times, you're a Hufflepuff, like that's you. I just don't want to be in a Hufflepuff. I just don't want to be a Hufflepuff because, like, I do have traits from Hufflepuff, but I have other traits from other houses. I think I would be a hat stall, honestly. But if he said Hufflepuff, I'm gonna get my learning in, and you gonna have to catch me. I'm dropping out. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. What houses would you change of the original 6 Avengers? And also, what characters, and try to keep them from like 5 to 10 characters. I'm not trying to have more than 10, and I'm not trying to have like less than 5 characters to put in the Hogwarts houses. But if you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Stay tuned for the next one. It's the World's Coolest Nerd, and I'm out. Peace.